This episode of Take As Needed is brought to you by Soulita.
Welcome to hell.
Beep, 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 beep. That meet my boy.
Pay my taxes. Your girlfriend call me Kumar.
Take it
Girlfriend
easy.
call me Kumar. Your name's King. You fucking scumbag.
Let's fucking run it, nigga. This is a Cinco de Mayo. I don't know. I said that kind of white, right?
Hell yeah, you did.
Cinco de Mayo. This is a Cinco de Mayo. This is a Cinco de Mayo. I keep saying it white. I feel like I'm kind of whitewashed right now.
I don't know, man.
Cinco de Mayo. That was a little better. Edition of Take As Needed with my boy Los.
Yo.
That's all you got to know about him. That's my man's right there. He was on as seen on the barbershop edition. If you guys check that out.
I was like behind the scenes on that one.
Yeah, nah, but you were like a sneaky nigga though on that one. You had some crazy shit you had to say on that one. We're here to talk about, fly nigga shit. We're here celebrating not Cinco de Mayo, actually. We're here to celebrate the Met Gala. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is getting fly. You see the fits. This is that regular everyday shit.
Yeah.
My boy got the Kanye. What? Tell him what you got on right now. You got the Kanye West live in concert.
Fucking,
Donda.
that concert shit.
Hell yeah, that's that rare shit. Vintage. Let's talk about vintage real quick, actually, to start the show on, because niggas don't know about that. Niggas, I feel like niggas get like they feel kind of like disrespected. I'm doing the fucking cigar right on my shirt right now. Who gives a fuck?
Fucking it all up.
You niggas kind of like don't understand vintage, right? Like they kind of like they feel like disrespected when you give them a shirt. And they're like, yo, and you give them a price, and they're like, yo, this is kind of like a lot for an old shirt. But they don't understand, like, what goes into that.
The whole nostalgia of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The whole finding it.
Finding it, like, what year it's from, all of that shit.
Yeah. The backstory to behind
This
it.
is all yours right here. Move the microphone a little closer.
God damn,
There
I
you
already
go.
feel like that shit's already in my
It's like
teeth.
violating, right?
The fuck?
He said it's already in my teeth.
Fuck.
Damn.
Trying to put that dental insurance to work.
We're here to celebrate the Met Gala, man. I got some Supreme shorts on. I got some fucking... We're not celebrating the Met Gala. The Met Gala is for fucking niggas who like to wear skirts and shit. We are real men on this podcast. Tell them, Los. Real niggas don't wear skirts.
Yo, I don't know what the fuck they be wearing on that shit, man.
They be wearing some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I feel like ASAP was on there wearing a couple skirts. Timothy fucking bitches will be on the Instagram talking about, oh my God, look at Timothy Chalamet's fit. And the niggas wearing a fucking what do the niggas wear? The Scottish niggas, a kilt or whatever the fuck you call it.
Damn, I was about to say kike. Is that what it's called?
Yo, that's like a Jewish
what-
like this nigga. Yo, this is like a raw episode for free. I'm just let you niggas know right now.
A kilt.
A kilt.
Kilt.
That's what it is.
Well, they ain't kilt that shit.
The fuck.
I'll tell you that
They
much.
did not kilt that shit.
ain't kilt that
They
shit.
did not kilt that shit.
Yo, what'd you say this is?
No offense to the Jewish niggas, you know what I'm saying? He just didn't know what the fuck, if it was kilt or the kike. It's very, very easy to confuse. What is that? That's from DR.
I don't know what the fuck
That's
it is.
Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, yeah. All right.
First things first, we got to talk about this Roe versus Wade shit. There was like a leak that came out about basically the abortion laws. To simplify it for niggas, because I'm retarded myself. I need the shit simplified for me. So there was a leak that came out about what's going to happen with the abortion laws, and basically what it's looking like is the government is going to leave it up to the states. It's not going to be like a federal thing that abortion is legal. Is going to be on a state by state basis. So what happens now is the Republican states that are against abortion, they're just going to stay that way. And the states that are for abortion, they're going to stay that way. So women who want abortions, they're going to have to travel to whatever state they have to travel to. They're going to have some, I read a statistic online. Some women are going to have to travel like almost 200 miles to get an abortion. It's usually the brother and sister fucking states that are against abortion, which doesn't make any sense to me because I feel like at that point you would need an abortion.
Yeah.
But
They got to get that family tree going, I guess.
I guess, yeah, some Game of Thrones shit. Like, we got to keep the family pure. I don't fucking know what the deal is with this shit.
We got to get her done.
Yo, this episode's going to be wild. I'm just letting you guys know right now.
Oh,
Listen,
shit.
the My Body, My Choice convo. It should be My Body, My Choice all day, every day. And what I'm seeing a lot of all day today, and we released the episode, like you guys know, we released it the next day, so I'm digesting this news the day before. You guys are listening to this on a Wednesday. Besides the fucking point, the shit that I've been seeing all day from the conservative side is the whole argument of there are women who are arguing now My Body, My Choice, but when it came to the jab, aka the vaccine, which my boy Lois brought up a good point. Some of them were arguing, the ones who are arguing that now, they were arguing, no, you need to get the vaccine no matter what. At that point, you're kind of being a hypocrite and you're not going by my body, my choice. You're kind of picking and choosing when.
It's almost like, when that whole vaccine thing was coming out, if you didn't get it, they're looking at you like you a mutant. You know what I mean? But then when it comes to what they want to do, it's my body, my choice. You know what I mean? And there's certain subjects, you know what I'm saying, with stuff like that, rape, shit like that, you know what I'm saying? That
it's absolutely necessary.
It's like, what the fuck?
It is absolutely necessary. And I 100% agree that this cigar is fire. I 100% agree that no matter, niggas don't need to know, niggas don't need to be involved in that conversation, right? But there were a lot of Karens last year over the pandemic, post-pandemic, whatever the fuck you want to call it, that were, you need to get the vaccine no matter what. They would look at you like you were a fucking scumbag if you didn't get the vaccine. Like if you were like a cancer to society almost.
Oh yeah, pretty much.
And now they're spitting the whole My Body, My Choice. I feel like My Body, My Choice has to be an all day thing, no matter what. Anything that involves any type of procedure or vaccine or whatever the fuck, that's up to you.
So you don't think like the dude has any say in it?
I don't think so. Nah.
Like even though it's a mutual thing, what if you want to have a child?
I'm not gonna front, man. Like at that point, it sucks.
What if you want to take care of the child?
At that point, it sucks. But it's like at the end of the day, the woman's the one who's pushing it out. So I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at something like that. I have the opinion of, there are women out there there are sick women out there. I'm not gonna question it. Where they don't give, they might not give a fuck, and they'll probably keep having abortions all day long. They'll just
abuse it and shit.
Just abuse it just to fucking, I'ma just have niggas nutting me all the time. You know what I'm saying?
Stupid.
It's true. It's true. Even at
You're
that
talking
point,
about cum buckets.
Yeah, cum buckets.
You're fucked up.
Cum buckets. But at that point, even then, it's their choice. You know what I'm saying? If they want to do that, it is what it is. We don't have any say in it. But have the same energy all year. What I'm saying is have the same energy all the time. Have the same energy about the vaccine. It sucks because what I'm seeing a lot with conservatives right now is the whole, they didn't have the same energy last year, which I expect that conversation to come up. But it sucks because it's like, there are women who actually need it when it comes to rape, or just because the fact they're not ready or whatever. It might be the first time that they're not a cum bucket and they're fucking, it's an unfortunate situation. But
but you think you saying you weren't ready, you should just go ahead and do that to a human being though.
There's also the question of
you're ready to get that dick, right?
That's true. And I have talked to a lot of women who are against, believe it or not, abortion. and that's a conversation for women to have. I feel like at that, it's normal. One thing I will say, and it might be a little problematic, right? I have seen, without naming anything, without naming anyone, situations where a woman the man wanted to have the kid, right? The woman felt like she wasn't ready to have the kid, and naturally, and I think this is natural. This is the thing that I hate about society now. Like, it's so like easy to be like, yo, I'm fucking offended. You're a fucking dog. You're a pig, or whatever you want to call the guy in that type of situation. But I think it's normal for a man in that type of situation, to answer your question, to feel like, damn, but I want that kid.
Yep.
Damn, but you're aborting that kid even though I don't want you to abort that kid. Damn, I feel away. I think it's normal for a man to feel that.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Yep.
But to place laws that say women can't choose, I feel like that's a little extreme. But again, you are seeing a lot of the same women who are like, yo, my body, my choice, who were the same Karens last year who were like, yo, if you don't get a vaccine, you're a piece of shit.
Yo, there was even points where I bet you people were losing relationships due to that. You know what I mean?
Oh, to the vaccine shit.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Even it was breaking families apart, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, bro, I still say to this day, right? I got the vaccine to go to fucking sporting events. I looked at the next person who didn't want to get the vaccine, for example, and I was like, yo, whatever the fuck. But you saw, and it was almost like mostly women, mostly Karens, who were like, yo, oh, you know, you're not getting the vaccine, you're a piece of shit. They literally talked to you like almost like you were a cancer to society at that time. But especially like you being a girl dad, right? Like, and me being a girl dad, I look at shit a lot of shit has changed since I've had a daughter, and I look at shit from like a woman's point of view where I'm like, yo, not that I didn't before, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we're all sons to like mothers and shit. Most of us look at it from that point of view too. Brothers to sisters and stuff like that. And but especially since having a daughter, I view shit like from her point of view. And it's like, if she needed to get an abortion for whatever the fucking case may be, hopefully it's not an extreme situation, but like, God forbid she needed something where even if she wasn't ready, that should be her choice. But have the same energy all around. I feel like human beings should have the choice. That whole my body, my choice conversation needs to come up for multiple different things.
I agree.
I feel like you could agree on that too. Let's talk about some girl dad shit actually while we're on the conversation. I'm having a son soon, and I feel like a lot of women get offended about like double standard shit. And I feel like some double standards have to be necessary.
Yo, I feel offended right now. This cat staring at me.
Right? Tell them how you feel about cats real quick before we get into this like deep.
They give me straight up brujeria vibes. Yo,
which is pretty it's pretty fair,
especially
actually.
You know, they get to looking at you and shit like, what the fuck?
Like that nigga did, like somebody cursed that cat.
Yeah, like I don't like you. Yeah, what the fuck?
Yo. And it's a black cat. That's what makes it even more sketchy. I'm sorry I have a black cat, Los. I didn't even think about that. I just got the fucking thing. Somebody posted it, and I was like, you know what? Let me be that nigga and get a fucking black cat just because it's different.
I walked in here like,
yo, you brought some holy water?
I got some.
Oh my God. Shout out to my boy Los, man. My boy came through. I allowed it. I allowed the Celtics hat. I'm not a Celtics hater. I'm not even a Red Sox hater, to be honest. We'll get into that later. But
I'm actually missing the game right now.
Mm-hmm. To do the podcast, and I appreciate you.
Came through, show some love, you know what I mean?
I'm having a son soon, for those who don't know. I'm excited. And we have the conversation in the shop a lot about double standards.
Let me ask you something real quick. So with your daughter or whatever, when you found out it was gonna be a girl, did it make you think any different?
It's funny because when I found out when I wanted a boy like every other nigga.
Yeah.
I don't know how it was with you. Did you want a boy?
I was the same way, yeah.
Yeah. I wanted a boy, And then when I found out I was having a girl, like, I don't know if it was the same shit with you, but like something kind of came over me, and I was like, oh shit. Like now, I almost like knew I was gonna be soft when it came to my daughter.
Yeah.
So that kind of came over me. Now finding out about the son, it kind of, I had the feeling of like, I know my daughter's my princess, so it'd be hard to balance out two girls.
Yep.
So it's kind of easier to have like that boy.
The counterbalance or whatever.
To balance it out.
Yeah.
I wanted to have the girl dad conversation with you because I feel like, and I have the conversation with his brother's my man. Shout out to Will, that nigga, real nigga. Fucking, I don't gotta say any more. We have the conversation a lot. He's got girls and boys. A lot about necessary double standards. A lot of women get offended about.
What you mean by that?
So a lot of women get offended about double standards. That's not a secret when it comes to like guys and girls. And the big thing that happens with double standards.
You mean like how you treat one versus the other?
Exactly. Whether it's a dad, whether it's a father or whatever.
That's
things,
logic though.
There's certain things that like you have to be a certain way about.
But that's fucking logic.
But some women who are
like, would you allow your son to do this versus your daughter to do this?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
I try to play it off like
don't fucking play it off.
I try to. So one thing with me, and I get the same vibe off you because you and your daughter have like whenever I see you guys, I feel like your relationship kind of mirrors mine, where you are like, you guys are almost like best friends. When you're with her, you get that vibe, and I'm like that with my daughter. So I feel like, crossing our fingers, I feel like even when our daughters grow older, we'll never have, I don't feel it anyway, we'll never have like bad blood. But there's definitely gonna be times where you have to put your foot down about certain shit. But it's not on some shit where it's gonna be like controlling, having you in a cage and all of that. Because where I kind of like try to see a middle ground is like, you don't want to have your kids feel like they're in a cage or tied down, because then that creates like, that if you lock somebody in a cage, they're gonna want to just rebel. Cause I went through that shit.
You wanna I went through the same shit. You
wanna create like boundaries, but to a certain extent. Cause if you kind of have them,
it ain't even so much boundaries. You wanna create just a level of respect.
Exactly.
Both ways.
Mm-hmm.
Respecting her opinions,
mm-hmm.
and they respect your opinions,
mm-hmm.
and you meet halfway. You know what I mean? It ain't so much you overpowering them on you have to do this and this and this and this. No, just you both see eye to eye on stuff.
Like, I'll be honest with you, Los, this is the first time I'm actually admitting this on the podcast.
And the best way to do that is just to be upfront with them from an early age.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
From an early age.
Hell yeah. I'll go as far as to, and I get this from my mother, the minute they start teaching sex education in school, which is early nowadays, I'll start talking to them around that age and just let them know, like, listen, you may not even be thinking about this type of shit, but this is the level of respect that I'm asking from you, and that's all I'm asking. It is not anything, it doesn't have to go any deeper than that. I'm going to be honest with something that I haven't really been honest about on this podcast. The last time I did stand-up was for an event that I sold tickets to for me. Like, I was part of the I guess, quote-unquote headline. It kind of turned me off, and I was starting to get back into it right before the pandemic, and then it shut down, and I haven't done it since. And I feel like part of me is still kind of turned off. There's no secret that it's kind of hard to do comedy now because there's always very like weird people in the crowd that shouldn't be there who get offended, and it's like, why are you even at a comedy show?
Comedy's comedy.
I'm at a comedy show, and I made a joke. I probably had like a good 5 to 6 minutes on just this topic. I probably had altogether like a 10-minute set, and I did.
Damn, my bad.
You're good. You're good. This is the Cinco De Mayo edition. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was holding that for like 5 minutes.
Fuck it. Let it loose, bro. Let it loose. I had like a 5 or 6 minute set joking about like the whole double standard thing, like how I would be about being a father to a daughter versus being a father to a son in terms of one of them having their significant other over and fucking around. And my joke was pretty much like, yo, if my son was over and he was fucking a bitch in the next room, I would walk by the room and throw him a condom. Yeah. If it was my daughter, it'd be a different story. Yeah. All you hear is woman in the crowd. Oh my God. Where I made the mistake at the time is that it was like a live podcast thing, and my part was like stand up. So maybe some of the women in the crowd weren't ready for the, I guess, comedy part of it. But even take away the comedy part.
But the thing is that if you're going to go see comedy, it's just a wide open scenario. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There is no, oh well, this and that. You know, it's just. It's out there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's just to get a laugh out of it.
Exactly.
You know?
But I would even go as extreme to say.
Yeah, I guarantee you those Karens that were fucking heated at you, they're fully vaxxed.
They probably
and triple
fully
boosted.
Vaxxed. Triple boosted. Yo. Oh my God. They're definitely triple boosted.
Oh yeah.
I'm just, even taking away the comedy part of it, right? Like there's certain, let me bring up an example. That right there in itself, the shit that I was talking about, I wouldn't allow my daughter to bring a guy over, but
now,
if my daughter,
at what age would you allow your daughter to bring a guy over?
I this is how I would put it, right? It all depends on maturity, and we all know, for the most part, and I would like to think our daughters are part of that most part. They say women mature faster than men. If my daughter was mature enough where, and I'm not bullshitting, if my daughter was mature enough where she had her fucking head in the books and she was on her shit, and let's say she's like 15 or 16 and her head's in the books and all her shit is like on point. If you could balance out having a boyfriend or a man and do all the other shit, sure. But if you're...
it's funny you say that, right? So my oldest daughter, I had that talk with her.
And how old is she again, if you don't mind me asking?
She's 13.
Okay.
She's going to be 14 actually.
And it's crazy because you have to deal with a lot of that. Like, not you, but people in general. Like, girls at that age, even 12, 13, they start getting more, like, they start wanting to discover and be like, or even just say, like, oh, I have a boyfriend. And as an adult, you're like, nigga, you don't have
what the fuck? No, but the subject came up or whatever. And... just on the fly, you know what I mean? Like just thinking about it, I had to stop and back up and just think rational, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And I told her the same exact thing you just said. Like, look, if you are able to keep up with your books, I was like, school comes first no matter what. Mm-hmm. You know, that's the most important thing to you right now. Yeah. I was like, if you start slipping up on school, then that gets cut off.
Yeah, oh yeah.
You know what I mean? There is no...
I think that's a fair conversation. Yeah. Bro, I would even...
Because I thought about it, man, and just on the instant, I'm like, if I tell her right away, like, you know what, fuck that, no, you're not fucking doing that, this and this and this, you know what? They're going to do it anyways. Mm-hmm. And they're probably going to do it in
even worse.
Even worse.
Out of spite.
Behind your back.
And I would probably, and this is not a stretch either, I would probably even say the same shit to my son. If my son, because let's be real, right? Especially to the...
Yo, but if he pulls up, are you doing that shit that they did in Bad Boys?
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to bust his balls a little bit. Every single, and if you know, you know, every single woman's father that I've met,
motherfuckers hated me.
There's only few.
Motherfuckers hated me.
Those are the ones I love the most.
Hated me, and I ended up being cool as fuck with them.
Yeah.
At the end,
we're on
ended
the
up
same
being
page.
cool as fuck.
So we're on the same page then. Bust my fucking balls. Don't make it easy. The niggas that I didn't respect, and if anybody's listening, I'm sorry. Then the women's fathers that I didn't respect, that's just how it is on here. You know how it is. The women's fathers that I met that I didn't respect were the ones that made it too easily. Bust my balls a little bit.
Like, hey, bud.
Yeah. Like, oh, yeah, have a seat. Kick your feet up. Fuck my daughter's brains out on the couch while I'm sleeping. You know what that's going to happen anyway, but I'm just saying. The ones who make it a little bit of a challenge, bust my balls a little bit, make some jokes, whatever the fuck. I've had situations where women are like, "Yo, Dad, chill out," and I look at the girl and I'm like, "Yo, chill. Let him do his thing. He's fine. I could take it. I got tough skin. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It's a manly thing. You gotta break your fucking dog."
God damn.
Speaking of making things hard, I can't even podcast with this man right now. God damn. Yo, make it hard. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Fucking bust my balls. Because I'm going to give the same. What goes around comes around. I'm going to give my daughter's man the same energy. That nigga comes over. I'm a fucking. Only the strong survive, bro. Yeah. Only the fucking strong survive. But it's funny. What your brother makes a point of in the shop all the time is, and I'm grateful to work in the barbershop because I always feel like when I'm not podcasting, I am podcasting with my career. And jobs like that are dope when you could talk with other men, whatever the fuck the case may be, other men, women, whatever. What he makes a point of is that where, I guess, where Jolie or his daughter has it, I guess, in her eyes bad, his son has it easy, or where his son has it hard, his daughter has it easy. Where, for example, his daughter, he's not going to tell his daughter to take the trash out. He's going to tell his son to. He's not going to allow his daughter to be, I guess, in a bedroom with another guy, but he's going to let his son. So there's a balance, in other words.
Who the fuck would?
You know what I'm saying?
The fuck?
Like, same shit with my daughter. When I think of it right now, my son's not even born yet. Yeah. I'll have my son take the trash out and do all the fucking dirty work. Yeah. Guess what? That nigga could get pussy in his room as long as his grade. Because I feel that that's what I was gonna get at before. A nigga could be so, especially. So let's think about.
Hold on. So I heard you were about to go right there. Yeah. So if your son's grades ain't up there, he ain't getting no pussy.
Not in my house. If you want to go ahead and sneak around and do it, go ahead. But if your grades are fucked, I feel like that rule right there is like that's where the equality comes in. I guess let's
both
where it's both, because maybe not you and me, right?
But I thought you said that females were smarter than men.
Females are smarter than men, so they mature fast. They most of the time they mature faster than men do, from what we know.
So now you're judging.
So
now you're judging.
From my personal experience, and I don't know if I'll keep it a buck. From my personal experience, when I lost my virginity and I got a taste of pussy, all I wanted to do was fuck around. Yeah. And it got to a point where like I wasn't even focused on school.
I skipped church to go get pussy.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? This is the woman's empowerment episode. We're saying pussy is power. You know what I'm saying? That's what the fuck we're saying right now. This is the woman's empowerment episode during the Roe versus Wade fucking terrible news that we're getting. No, seriously. My fucking brain was not focused on school because I was like, yo, you know what? Whether it be cutting school or cutting class to go fucking get top in the bathroom or whatever it was, like, that's all I wanted to do. So, yeah, if my son is fucking, like, slacking off in school, sports, whatever the fuck, he's not focused up, I'm be like, bro, I'm going to tell him straight up, you're focused on pussy. Yep. That's where the equality comes in. But the point that your brother was making, which was really good, is like, I'm going to send my son to do the dirty work. But if his grades are good, yeah, go do whatever you want to do in the bedroom. My daughter might look at me and be like, well, why can't I have fucking Tony in the bedroom? Guess what? Your brother's the one who takes the trash out and shit. I don't have you do that stuff. I don't have you fucking mow the lawn because you're the woman. There's double standards for both. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's just a fair point of it. Your brother broke it down very well. We always have that conversation in the barbershop. You feel like it'd be the same way with you if you had a son? In terms of like
if I had a son, that'd be my right hand man.
Yeah.
Even though my daughter's already my right
exactly,
hand.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Like I talk to my daughter just as open as it can be.
Yeah, nah, for real.
She'll even check me.
Yeah. Every now and then I drop a couple F-bombs and shit here and there. My daughter does this new thing.
Like,
where
Daddy,
she's
you
like,
can't say that.
where she throws up. I'll like throw the middle finger up, just playing around. She'll be like, just to look for her to do this.
Yo, I'll throw the middle finger up, but I low key feel like she's going like this in her car seat.
She's a savage.
You know what I'm saying?
These
Like
kids are savages.
she's like, Daddy, no, and she's just like, I got you.
Savages. What do you make of this whole Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard shit right now?
Keyword shit.
Mm-hmm.
Keyword shit. So this is my thing on it, right? Yo, why do I feel like celebrities gotta do broke people shit?
They're like us.
They like come back, they stoop back down and be like, you know what?
We're just regular people.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some broke people shit.
On camera.
On actually, maybe even some hobo shit.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't never heard of nobody shitting on the bed.
Yo, that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. That's
her
fucking wild.
lawyer's asking him the most outlandish shit. Like the
that bitch
lawyer
need
was
a diaper.
The lawyer was asking him about like fucking his shit.
That's
like how the thing that I think about the most when I think of the Amber Heard shit, the stuff that I'm hearing about is like they come across, and I try not to dive into the celebrity gossip.
Yo, it makes me wonder sometimes, right? Like at the end of the day, they're actors, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
It makes me wonder, like if I guess on some conspiracy shit,
like if it's real or not.
Yeah, like if it's just to draw people's attention to it. You know what I mean?
That could be true. I do think I personally am under the belief that it's real. I am.
Fully
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, let me hear why though.
Who have you met that has gone through some shit like that?
A bitch shitting on somebody's bed, nah. But
come on.
Maybe not shitting on somebody's bed, but she's like they like broke her down to like a fucking full blown like narcissist, like beyond that actually, like psychologically.
So at the end of the day, money don't cure stupidity.
No, hell no. If it is real, I'm of the opinion that it is real. Money does not cure stupidity. It will not fix what's happening up here. If you're far gone, and we're talking about a bitch who played Aquaman's love interest.
Yeah.
Like she's as mainstream as it can be. Like DC is DC, Marvel. It's Marvel and DC. She's in a fucking DC movie. She's a main fucking character, or at most a co-star. And fuck that bitch.
Apparently she's a shitty character.
She is a shitty character.
You know what I mean?
What I keep thinking about is they kind of strike me as like that couple, and I correct me if I'm wrong. I feel like we've all been there. She kind of they strike me as that couple who like Johnny Depp had to have known she was crazy. Let's just throw that out there. I'm all for the whole justice for Johnny Depp because at the end of the day, the bitch said that he put hands on her.
You just swallowed a burp. I should have just let it out.
I should have just let it out. I do that for the listeners, but I should not give a fuck.
Fuck that.
Yeah, fuck the listeners, right?
I got this mic. I'm fucking chewing on it. Let that shit out.
Yo, this nigga wasted no time, bro. Listen, what I was getting at is I'm off like fucking like 3 or 4 cups of tequila right now, and we took a shot. Shout out to my nigga Los real quick.
Come on, we gotta do cheers.
We gotta do another fucking toast real quick.
There you go.
I got some tequila and chinola in my cup.
Yo, I actually just came to drink.
You did, right?
Yeah.
And talk shit.
Yeah.
Fuck it. How the Celtics doing right now? They won. They definitely won.
I think they won. They had to.
Yeah, they had to have won.
Right before I got interrupted, I was watching the game.
With the fucking podcast.
They're up by like 20.
I'm trying to make sure you get home at a decent time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm like the nigga taking the bitch out on the first date. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to make sure my nigga gets home by like
Oh, no, we getting home either way.
Yeah, he's fine. Oh, yo. What the fuck was I even getting
I don't think this cigar is fine. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah, you got to light it back up. Bear with us. This is a Cinco de Mayo episode. We're trash. This is how it's supposed to be all week. It's a fucking week-long holiday. If you're not Mexican, you're Mexican this week. Fuck these flags. You know what I'm saying? Fuck whatever fucking... Unless you're one of them white niggas who are like, Cinco de Drinko, you're Mexican for the week. That's it.
Unless you celebrate Taco Tuesday every fucking week.
Exactly. Now, my boy Los knows what I'm getting.
Or when you say, yo, I'm going to go eat Mexican food and you go to fucking Taco Bell.
I'm all for the...
Taco Bell?
I'm all for Taco Bell at 4 a.m. when I'm drunk and I don't know better. If you ask me during the day when I'm sober, I'm going to go to Cali Taco.
There ain't enough toilet paper for me.
Yeah?
For Taco Bell, yeah.
I mean, I'm a shit regardless. The thing with me is I'm a shit regardless. Your brother's the same way, too.
Yeah.
I'm a shit regardless. It don't matter what the fuck I'm going to eat. There's some things that might speed up the process, but that's neither here or there. I'm all for the justice for Johnny Depp shit because at the end of the day, she accused him of putting hands on her.
Yo, besides
and
at the end of the day, Johnny Depp played Boston George and Blow.
Yes.
So I'm for Johnny Depp.
I'm for Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
And he played the rat, Whitey Bulger.
He did. You got to do a phenomenal job to play a rat.
Yo, I'm not going to lie, man. He actually killed that.
He did. Nah, he did.
He killed being a rat.
Bro, it sucks for me to see.
Now, was he a rat?
Whitey Bulger a rat? Yes, absolutely. Can you say it on camera for your brother real quick?
The biggest fucking rat, man.
The biggest fucking rat there is.
The biggest
Whitey Bulger.
The biggest rat.
Okay? And it hurts. You know what the biggest thing I tell him to go on into the mob shit real quick? I'm from Harlem. Frank Lucas was a rat. It kills me to say it, but he was a rat. Yep. New England equivalent, Whitey Bulger was a rat.
Big rat.
The thing that sucks is that Johnny Depp had to have known this bitch was toxic when he was getting with her. And why I'm saying this is because we've all, as niggas, had that moment in life where we were attracted to a crazy bitch.
Yo, you gotta be attracted to a crazy bitch. Get the fuck out of here. You stupid?
Yeah, right?
Like the fuck?
Like it.
Yo, how would life be if you're not attracted to a toxic bitch?
Yo, my boy's hitting it on the fucking head, man. You kidding me? What the fuck?
Come on, man.
He's a realist. Los is a realist. I'm bringing him back on.
Are you trying to be in some boring shit?
Nah.
Are you trying to white picket fence shit?
I want you to look at my phone.
Are you trying to white picket fence shit?
Nah.
All right, then. So
I want you to look at my phone. I want you to fucking... I want you to look at my phone. I want you to fucking want to track my location. I want you to fucking tell me you'll cut my fucking nuts off if I ever look at another bitch. I want you to look at me and be like, I don't want to fucking hear it if I ever start talking about some other... Listen. But what sucks is that as we grow older, we got to find the balance. That nigga Johnny Depp had no balance. This bitch shit on his bed.
Oh, yeah. That's beyond... That ain't no balance.
You found a balance as you got older, right? You got to find there's got to be balance with everything. We talk about this with the parenting. Of course I
found
shit.
a balance. I found the bitches that ain't shitting on my bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
The fuck?
What's like if you don't mind, like I was going to have an example. What's like the...
Johnny Depp's balance is depends.
Yeah. 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 For real. When I came across a bitch who was mushing me in the face in the car and dropping me off on the side of the highway, that's when I was like, okay, I need to find a balance after this. That was crazy to me. Like, mushed me in the face and was like, get the fuck out of my car. And I'm not going to answer why she said it. That doesn't matter in this story. But it's the fact that you don't do that to a human being. I didn't do anything physical before that. I put that on my daughter. But, you know, she was just a little nuts.
You just walked out.
I got out. I can't put hands back on her.
You didn't even say, fuck you, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. I suck my dick. That's literally what I said. I'm going to keep it above.
Did you kick a rock when you were walking?
I said, I suck my dick. It was right by the mall. I walked to the mall.
Yeah, I don't think there's no rocks there to kick.
No. I walked up the ramp that goes to fucking Mount Fuji. I walked down that road and I went to the mall. I was on my way to work. I was getting dropped off. Get the fuck out of my car. It was cute. At the time, I was like, yo, you know what? You dropped me off to work. I was a couple blocks away. I got my steps in. I don't even got an Apple Watch yet. How you doing? What's the craziest shit you've been through with a bitch that you were like, yo, you know what? I like crazy, but I need a balance. Damn. If you don't mind sharing, you know what I'm saying?
I like crazy, but I need a balance.
You need a balance. What was the thing that you were like, yo, this is not it. I need to take it a step down. I'm on floor 12. I need to go to floor 10.
I don't know, man, because I stay on like floor 30.
Yeah? Damn. I'm not having a bitch shit on my head. On my head.
Oh, hell.
Bed is crazy.
Hell no.
Head is even crazier. I'm not doing all
Hell
that.
no.
That she's crazy for that.
Hell no.
The dropping me off on the side of the highway shit after mushing my face, that was another story. I'll keep it a buck about that. She found me entertaining something when I wasn't happy.
Yeah.
But that's not enough to shove a nigga, to mush a nigga in the face and kick him off on the side of the highway. And she was hitting niggas up too, but that's that's another story for another day.
That's a whole lot of toxicity.
That was a very toxic relationship.
That's a whole lot of fucking.
And Johnny Depp is a playboy. Shout out to that nigga. He was fucking talking to other bitches too.
Oh, probably was.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She's like, let me see all 5 of your phones.
Johnny Depp got 5 phones. That's what the fuck. Johnny Depp has 5 phones and 2 fucking and a whole bunch of different dating accounts and
5
shit.
phones and 2 fucks to give.
That nigga's on Skip the Games.
Oh yeah.
The Hollywood version. Probably some top-notch shit on
guaranteed.
there. Oh man. Speaking of fucking getting dropped off on the side of the road, you heard about the road rage situation in Warwick the other day?
Nah, what happened?
So
I love road rage.
You love road raging.
Hell yeah.
I fucking love road raging.
I challenge it.
I was actually told today that that's my toxic trait, pretty much, is road raging.
I actually stopped on the highway one day.
I followed the niggas to his crib, which was the stupidest shit that I probably could have done because he probably could have came out respectfully with a strap, but
oh shit, I ain't done that.
I followed him to his crib, and he kind of like did this pussy little like, oh, yo, bro, it's not that serious, man. Like laughing about it, like laughing it off. And I was like, bro, I don't know if you. What happened was I have Alexandria in the car too, which was stupid as fuck. And I'm going like maybe 40, 50, shouldn't be speeding on the main road, but he pretty much cuts me off and to go down the side street. And as he's cutting me off, he's doing this. I didn't even honk the horn or nothing.
Yo, before you say anything, so I'm on the highway, right? And I'm already exiting off the ramp. You know how like you feel something on the corner of your eye?
Yeah.
I look over and this dude's just like...
Niggas get happy on the road, bro.
Yo, I had the worst day at work. I rolled that window down.
You get tight all day.
I rolled that window down. I put it in park. And I looked at him and I was like, what the fuck is your problem?
Yeah.
Yo, he must have seen the devil in my eyes or something. That motherfucker said, nope. Sorry.
I followed this nigga to his criblos because in my mind, I'm like, yo, you did the wrong. I'm not even getting mad. Yeah. And when I'm looking, you're already doing this. So I follow this nigga to his crib.
To their house, but
bro, because to me, you put me and my daughter in danger and you're doing this.
Yeah.
So I follow him to his crib. He's like, yo, bro, it's not that serious. You got to lighten up. He's laughing about it, whatever. I'm like, yo, bro, listen, it might be funny to you, but it's not funny to me. Don't do that.
Yeah.
And I just dipped on him, whatever. But it could have been anybody else. He could have came out with a strap. Boom, I'm done. Alexandria don't got a father. This nigga in Warwick, a car got flipped over. So,
oh, no shit. That was a good one then.
A car got flipped over. A car got flipped over.
That was an ill brake check.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
You ever done brake checks?
I've done a couple brake checks in my lifetime, for sure.
I've been proud of brake checks.
I've done quite a couple brake checks. It's usually, the thing with road rage, and correct me if I'm wrong, I feel like the niggas who feel themselves most on the road.
The road rage is just...
and we went through this together, actually.
It's driving while battling.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, if you were good at Twisted Metal, you would be good at road rage.
True. The niggas who feel it the most on the road, and we've been through this together, are the white niggas in the pickup trucks. Or the big trucks. Any type of big body vehicle.
The people I feel the most on the road are the ones with the seat straight up and that steering wheel and the fucking belly button.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's the white niggas with a couple of Budweisers in their system. They got
Oh,
the
yeah.
big beer belly, the fucking
Sitting
it
straight
could even
up.
be it could even be a Ford Explorer, bro, just on my ass. I'm like, yo, what are you, a fucking narc? Like, what are you doing? I'm brake checking the fucking shit out of you.
Break check a narc.
Yeah, hell yeah. Like, nigga, bro, the day we were at house right next to PJ's, it was a fucking big truck. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
dude,
you're
he
right.
was talking
right.
shit to us through his window
right.
and shit. Like, yo, what?
We
They
ain't
feel
even
it the most.
Yo, we ain't even do nothing.
Nah.
Literally pulled out legally,
Legally
intoxicated.
intoxicated. And this
Not
nigga
in his lane.
speeds. I
Not in
love
his
those
lane.
niggas, the ones who speed up
Yeah.
as you're pulling out, and then they get mad and they fucking hit their brakes. Like, yo, what the fuck? Like, nigga, you all the way back there. What are you talking about?
I just look at him in the rearview mirror like I know my brake lights work.
They
Look at-
run the road.
yeah.
Niggas in trucks feel like they run the road, but road rage is crazy.
Does it make you want to get a truck?
No, we had this conversation in the shop the other day. I think I don't want to get a truck. I love the idea of having a truck, but I don't want to get a truck because I feel like niggas who have trucks feel it the most out of anybody.
Now they do.
Just like, and I don't want to look like that dude. I don't even want to look like that nigga, because I feel like I'm in the truck. You'll never get pulled over though, because cops are gonna see a fucking big pickup truck or just a truck in general, and they're gonna be like, "This nigga's white."
Or you'll see them with like the cop glasses on.
Yeah,
They ain't even cops.
yeah, yeah, yeah. You could do the whole like I was adopted by a white family thing and get the what are those glasses that baseball players wear?
Which ones?
The
Oakleys?
the Oakleys.
Yeah.
Oakleys. Like, yo, this nigga's fucking. These niggas is tan. They got tats. They probably Dominican or whatever the fuck they are, Honduran. But they probably got adopted. I'm gonna go by the
Their last name
the
is
Oakleys.
Jones.
I'm gonna go by the Oakleys and say they were adopted by a white family.
Juan Jones.
Yo. Oh my God. Yo. Speaking of white niggas in New England, from a fucking, I have to ask you, from a fucking Boston fan,
I already know where you're going, man.
are Boston fans racist? Most, not all of them, but most of them.
No.
No?
Nah.
What?
What makes you say that?
Not all Boston fans, but a lot of them.
Still the same answer. Nah. What makes you say that though?
You remember, I know because you're an actual Red Sox fan. You remember the situation with it only happens every so often, but you remember the situation, for example, with the Orioles fan.
What was that?
With the Orioles game where the fan was hitting the hard ER towards a Orioles player. I don't know too much about the Celtics stuff. Kyrie was saying the stuff about what was happening, and
Kyrie's just an idiot.
Marcus Smart spoke out about it, which that didn't look good on the Boston fans either. It's not all Boston fans, but I feel like a good majority of the white Boston fans, they got a little racism in them.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Nah, because you never been through it. You never seen it.
I've been to plenty of games, so I've
Yeah.
never seen it.
You never seen it yourself.
So if you say that there's a lot,
Do you feel like it's because they see you though, and they would never act like that in front of you? Because I've also been. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm saying what I'm saying now, but I've also been to a couple like Knicks. I've been to Knicks games at TD Garden, and I've been to a couple Fenway games, and I've never been through it myself. But I feel like it's also because like they know when to do it when to do it.
Nah, I think if you're a racist, you're a racist, man. It don't matter who the fuck you're around.
I mean, you could be intimidated though.
Are racist people intimidated?
They might be.
You think so?
I think there's situations.
Then you're just a pussy racist.
Oh,
then.
you're a pussy racist, 100%. 100%. I've heard of situations. I've heard like that Orioles game, you heard it on TV. It was very viral. It was probably like 5 or 6 years ago.
Oh, so they were racist 5-6 years ago then.
Yo, this nigga.
Ain't there statute of limitations on shit?
I mean, I guess so, but
Nah, but I ain't never. I've been to plenty of games, never witnessed anything to be like.
I'm
yo.
of the belief that just because
Now, let's say that you felt that Yankees fans were racist. Would you still support the Yankees?
I'll keep it a buck, I'll still support the Yankees. Yeah, 100%. I'm not asking Boston fans to not support Boston sports because that's like unrealistic. for example, like the New York sports has another problem. Our fans can definitely get too extreme. You saw Trae Young get spat on last year. A couple weeks ago, you saw Yankees fans throw stuff on the field. At times,
they suck.
Yeah, at times they can get very,
Yankees
very
suck.
drunk and intoxicated. 11-game winning streak right now. They can get very intoxicated and very classless, and I still won't.
But that's just about any sports.
That's about any sport. The thing with Boston is that you have that history of like, and niggas like us can't do anything about it. Like again, I'm sitting here saying, you know, I've been to a lot of Boston games as an away visitor, I guess, where I haven't seen it myself, but I feel like, again, we use the term a pussy racist. Like, you're not that outspoken. You're only going to do it to people you know you can do it to. You're not going to do it to niggas like us who, in their minds, we look like thugs.
You're saying I'm a thug.
We look like thugs. Like, I had a nigga in the barbershop. I'm not going to name no names. You probably know what I'm talking about. But just because I have gold chains, I have a Cuban chain thing on my wrist, like, oh yeah, this nigga probably fucking sells drugs and all this shit, and it's like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like that assumption. Like, I'm not gonna fuck with this nigga, but I am gonna say some undercover racist shit. Yeah. But it's not gonna be some like, oh, you're a spick this, that, and the third, because at that point I would have to throw hands.
Yeah.
But even with all that said, I wouldn't expect Boston fans to not root for Boston, because at the end of the day, you can't like judge a team or even a fan base off of a couple racist fans, or in New York's case, a couple classless fans who throw trash on the field or spit on the player.
I think is that I've just never experienced it to where I can speak on it and be like, oh yeah. Not even just because that's, you know, my team or whatever. Mm-hmm. But
I mean, I'm of the belief just because you didn't see it or go through it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. However, even then, I still wouldn't say like, yo, cancel Boston or cancel New York, because then you'd have to cancel a bunch of different sports teams.
Man, there's already enough canceling going on.
There's enough canceling going on. What we have to cancel, however, and Los, I want you to present this like this is your podcast, the word bud.
Bud.
I want you to break down the word bud, because I've talked about it on a podcast.
You know how I broke it down, right? I broke it down with a bud.
You broke it down with a bud. All right, let's hear it.
With a coworker,
Let's hear it.
So I kept on hearing the word bud. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, I keep on getting called a bud.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't like that shit.
Like, hey, good morning.
I've talked about it before too.
I'd be like, hey, good morning. Hey, good morning, bud. How you doing, bud? How was your weekend, bud? I'm like, God damn. So in my head, I'm like, yo, you trying to say nigga?
Yes.
Then I'm like, hey, how you doing, nigga? Good morning, nigga. How was your weekend? I'm like, yo, you're trying to use. Yo, so I went and I ran it by a bud. So I'm like, hey, is it safe to say that when you motherfuckers say bud,
you want to say
nigga?
Yep.
Yo, this dude looked at me and he goes, you know what? I think you're right.
From a bud.
From a bud.
Yo, bro.
Now, every time I hear it, yo, you just translate it. Every time.
I love that happened. It sucks that it happened, but I love that happened, because I've talked about that on this podcast before. And
I even told him I was going on a podcast exploiting the word bud.
Yeah, exploit it.
Yeah.
I've talked about that on this podcast before, and I'm glad, because now I feel like I'm not bugging.
Hold on. Let's take it another level. Bud Light. Yo, bro. Every single time I've been called bud by white people, I get like offended. I don't get offended by a lot. I don't get offended.
I don't like it. Like, I feel like it's like condescending. It's like, I feel like they might as well go like this to me.
You know what I do? I just call him a bud right back.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll not offended to a point where like I want to fight, but like
No,
I'll call it right back. Yeah. I'll be like,
hey,
oh,
bud.
what's up,
I'm like, hey, what's going on, bud? They look at you crazy when you say you're back.
Yeah. Like even when I see people call their kids bud, I'm like, yo, don't do that. Don't do that. Call them by their fucking name. How about that? Call them by their fucking name. Stop the bud shit.
Good job,
That's
bud.
it. Well, we need to cancel his bud. Cancel fucking bud. That's it. There's no more of the bud shit.
Damn, you think they gotta cancel bud?
What do you think?
Yo, I get a kick out of it because I decoded it.
You did decode it. You did decode it.
So I get a kick out of it.
I do. I'm not gonna lie, man. I found myself calling.
Have you ever
white
caught
people.
yourself saying the word bud?
Hell no. The times that I've had niggas call me bud, I'll literally be like, "Oh, what up, nigga?" Like I'll put an emphasis on it too.
Yeah.
Oh, what up, nigga? How you doing? See how they like it. They're probably going home stomping their feet like, yo, babe, this fucking guy earlier, man.
No, they didn't say that. They go home, they're like, this fucking bud, you're not gonna believe it.
But that's behind closed doors. They don't gotta like mask it with bud. They could just say,
yo, bud is one thing, man. But if you call me buddy, like, hey, buddy.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God. Because there's like an extra condescending tone to buddy.
Motherfucker, I ain't your buddy. Hey, buddy.
Especially when you're in like a deep conversation. It could be like something stupid as like a sports debate.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, buddy. Like, hold on, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? Where'd that come from? You feeling a way? You want to tell me something? You got something you want to say? Like, what the fuck, nigga? When I worked in a warehouse, when I worked at the Tasco warehouse, it was like all car parts and shit. When they would have me like go fucking fetch a couple parts, when the time that I found it most offensive is when like the manager's coming out fucking big white nigga, salary job, sitting on his ass, big white bud. Hey, go pick these for me, bud. Time out, bro. I feel like this is borderline like slave work now. I know you're paying me, but I feel like because you're paying me, like you're compensating for the fact that you're paying me, so you're talking to me like if I'm your slave. I don't like that shit. There's certain times where I feel like I almost shouldn't let bud slide, whether it's in like a heated debate or something like that. We're like, oh, go fetch this for me, bud. Like you're my manager. Nah, I'm not fucking with that.
I ain't fetching shit, bud.
But you know what's crazy? And I tested.
You know what's crazy? I gotta go to the bathroom.
Go ahead.
That's what's crazy.
Go ahead. We about to wrap up anyway, but I'm gonna tell you the story when we get back. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna talk about right now while my boys in the fucking bathroom real quick. I was gonna talk about my daughter, how I realized that she even doesn't fuck with the word bud, but I'm gonna just talk about it when my boy Los is back. Something on the fly. This cigar, it's called the Metropolitan. This shit's banging. My boy Rich got me this cigar. Shout out to Rich. Cigar lovers worldwide. I got something coming for you guys, man. I got a cigar show. It's going to be all about cigars. I'm going to talk about cigars. I'm going to talk about where they come from, what they taste like, what you should have them with in terms of drinks. What type of woman you should be fucking when you're smoking these cigars. Pair them with women, pair them with food, pair them with fucking different drinks. Shit. I mean, what else is there to it, man? It's gonna be called Cigar World. I'm just kidding. That's a cigar spot on Reservoir Ave in Rhode Island, Cranston. For niggas who don't live in Rhode Island, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. My boy Los is washing his hands. He's making sure the fucking piss is all off and shit. It's the right thing to do according to Gina Raimondo, and just make sure we're not spreading any more COVID. And watch out for that fresh air. I'm giving them the COVID conversation right now. I tested this theory on Alexandria. I don't know if you've done it before, but this is how you know. This is how you know that Bud is not right. Every time I call Alexandria Bud or Buddy, she gets heated.
Oh yeah.
And I only did it to test the theory. She'll be like, "I'm not your buddy," or "I'm not Bud. Don't call me." Like she'll say that, and I'm like, "That's how you know this shit's fucked up." Because she's half white and half Latina. So it's like, that's how you know. She's seen it from both sides. That's how you know it's fucked up. I bet you if you call your daughter that, she'll probably have the same reaction.
She'll probably be like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
What's wrong with this nigga? Like, bro, look at your skin. Why are you calling me? Like, yo, why the fuck are you calling me that?
Now, do you think, damn, I don't know if somebody that's not white has called me Bud.
Never. I've never had it happen. Ever. Even when I was of age that I guess everyone could call me Bud, I've never been called Bud. Ever. You know how you can look at a kid? At what age
can you get called Bud?
I guess like when you're a certain age, you can call
until the Bud stage.
I guess, yeah, like from maybe like 3 to 8, maybe. But even then, like I told you, I look at people and I'm like, yo, don't call this nigga Bud, bro. That nigga's not a Bud. That's your son. Call that nigga by his name. It's fucking crazy to me, bro.
All I know is white America, I'm on you.
We're on to you, man. We're on to you.
Bring it on, Bud.
Yo. Oh my God. Yo. Shit. Unless you have anything to add, I'm about to wrap it up. This is unless you have anything else to throw in there.
Nah. If you don't want to deal with abortions, wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Wrap it the fuck up.
Wrap it the fuck up.
That niggas just want to.
One last salute.
And this is being realistic because I love coming inside, but we have to be responsible if you don't want to deal with it. So, yeah, that's it. On a final note, wrap it up. Don't stop calling niggas Bud. And say how you feel. If you just want to say the N-word, say it, and I'll just pop you in the fucking jaw and we can get it over with. This has been Take As Needed with my boy Los. I'm sure he's going to be back on. And, in honor of my boy, man, go Celtics, bro. That's my nigga. Not my Bud. I'll catch you niggas on the flip.
It's the outro. Send them out here. Now we out this bitch. Send them out here. Now we out this bitch. Send them out here. Now we out this bitch. Send them. It's Jimmy's Diner.